What's going on, guys? My name is MrHurriicane, and now that I've played NCAA Football 14's demo for a few days, I wanted to take some time and review the demo, what I think of it so far. And I have played it on both consoles. I streamed, I think, 7 or 8 games on my channel yesterday. It's all 3-minute quarters. There's only 3 matchups, so I've also been in the virtual trainer, so I've done basically everything you can do in the demo. And I feel I have a good grasp of it, so I can give you guys my thoughts after playing around a dozen games. But first impressions I had were that the game looked really nice, and I liked the feel of the game. That's important to me in a sports game, the feel of everything and how the players move, especially like in the running game, because I felt like the NCAA 13 running game was very poor. And this year, the running game and blocking was a major focus, and that's what I'm going to talk about a lot in this review. So let's talk about the engine and the gameplay. And obviously Madden had the Infinity Engine last year, and this is an improved version, and it's also tweaked because the gameplay from one game to the other is not always the same. There's a lot of different things about NCAA and Madden, so I like the way the game feels, and the engine, I think, works really well. We're not seeing a lot of the after-the-play nonsense we see in Madden where guys are tripping over everybody, and I don't expect Madden to have those issues this year either. That appears to be ironed out, and with things, little subtle things like the running back being able to like move past his linemen instead of run into him, he can move past him and continue running the ball and not just run into him and fall over. The engine is working really well, and I'll try to get some running plays in this for you guys to watch so you can see how it's working, because too often in Madden 13 I saw so many scenarios where I'd run the ball between the tackles and I'd be tackled by a guy who just runs into me, we both fall over, and that to me was just the engine not being where it needed to be. And also with running the ball, there's a lot new combo moves you can do this year, and they all feel pretty good. Some of them feel a little slow though, and I'm trying to get used to the control scheme and invading defenders a little bit easier, because I'm using when I use a team like Oregon, I want to beat you with elusiveness, so I'm not going to try to use power over you. I'm trying to figure out kind of the most effective moves, and I'm still working with it. I've only played like 10 or 12 games, so the running game feels pretty good, and the blocking seems to be a lot better. And what I'm noticing is maybe the interactions are better than the AI. I was playing a game, my friend was over, we were playing as Oregon, and we were both trying to run like options and different stuff, and it seemed like the computer could never get out in front and make the correct block still. So the AI still needs tweaking, but the actual interactions themselves, they feel pretty good. And I've seen a couple situations where the linemen really are able to bulldoze just wide open holes. And the blocking seems better, especially on the edges, if you notice edge rushes, and how guys aren't just doing that short blocking interaction and the defender disengages and runs around the tackle. That's just, I could not stand that. I didn't even like posting replays of it when it happened in my series because it looked terrible. But that appears to be a little bit better, but I probably need to play on easier skill levels to play with it some more, because I'm playing on Heisman, and Heisman this year seems a lot more difficult than it has been in the past. I mean, I've played Heisman from the beginning on NCAA because I played Madden for many years prior. And what I'm noticing is the computer is very good at blocking, and they hold their blocks for a long time. And going against a team that wants to run some read option like Texas A&M, Johnny Manziel is, for one, breaking way too many tackles. They have to tone down the break tackles big time. The hit stick seems almost useless because it's not working for me. I have to wrap up, otherwise I'm not getting any big hits. They're just going to break the tackle. And so I do want to see a bit of tweaking of Heisman difficulty before the full game comes out. Otherwise, I may need to get myself a slider set or test the All-American more. I've only played a couple games on All-American. That was the first couple that I played, but I'll test the All-American, maybe varsity a little bit, just to see how. I want to get a better look at how the trenches work more, and there's no instant replay in the demo, so I have to go into player lock and kind of look at those plays over again. And on Heisman, the computer is dominant on the offensive line, and they create wide open running lanes, and I want to test it on a more even playing field. I don't know why there isn't a skill level between All-American and Heisman that you can just call realistic, because I don't want one of the two extremes. I want the best game possible, and we'll see what changes when the full game comes out. I'm not sure what they will tweak at all, but I will say that I am enjoying the demo, and I will continue to play it. I played like 8 games yesterday, and I was still having a lot of fun, mainly because the engine feels new to me, and I'm still getting used to it, and I'm having a great time. One of my favorite things about the demo is the ankle diving tackles, and now you're going to see so many more situations where on past games, you might just burn a defender clearly. He's only a few yards behind you, but the diving tackles weren't great in the past, and now they work really well. I like them a lot. They're going to ruin some of your touchdowns, and you're going to get mad at it, but it's for the better, I think. and they just look really nice, and I'm glad they put those in the game. But my main negatives have to be the imbalance on Heisman difficulty, and just, you know, they made the running game maybe a little bit too strong right now, and they have to tone down the breaking tackles. And the AI-controlled defenders have to get much better at covering the option and knowing their assignments and reacting quickly, because I'm seeing a lot of very slow reactions, and then they just get blocked and they're shoved out of the play, and then Johnny Manziel goes for a first down or a big touchdown. That's got to get a lot better. And in coverage, it seems that zone coverage is a little bit weak. And it's been that way with the read and react defense. It's definitely not perfect with the DB glitch last year, and the demo does seem to be a big step up from last year's game. But I have seen, you know, going deep a couple times where the safeties just completely look out of position. But I will continue to keep playing the demo and live streaming with you guys and testing the game. The main focus right now for me in the demo is just testing it and seeing how things work, because this is going to be a lot of what we see when the game comes in its package. So I'm trying it out, testing it. We know some things will get better before release day, and I'm excited to see what happens, because right now I'm enjoying the gameplay. The game itself looks good. They introduced some brighter colors this year. The color palette's no longer ugly, and I'm overall really excited for NCAA 14's full release. The demo has definitely impressed me, and I think it's going to be a good year for college football fans that want to play a good game. I think it's going to be a huge step up from NCAA Football 13. And if the expectations of mine are met when the game releases, I'll have even higher expectations for Madden. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of NCAA Football 14's demo below in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.